In the 1930s, the bustling town of Foshan was the beating heart of Southern Chinese martial arts. It was a world where schools competed fiercely, not just for honor, but to attract the most promising disciples. In this spirited atmosphere, one name stood out: a Wing Chun master whose skill was unmatched, but whose demeanor was as humble as it was enigmatic. This master, a man of wealth and independence, found no need to gather students or flaunt his abilities. Instead, he spent his days perfecting his art, sharing moments with friends, and cherishing time with his family, though his wife often resented how deeply martial arts claimed his attention. Amid this, his close friend observed a change sweeping through China, growing affluence, sparking new ambitions. Seeing an opportunity, he set out to establish a cotton mill in Foshan, with the master standing by his side as a steadfast ally. Despite avoiding public acclaim, the master's prowess was whispered about in secret competitions. One fateful day, a young troublemaker lost control of his kite, leading him to a fateful encounter. The kite's journey ended in the master's backyard, just as he was engaged in a sparring match. What the young boy witnessed was unforgettable. A stunning display of mastery that soon spread through town like wildfire, embarrassing the challenger and setting off a chain of events. But the real trial came when the reputation of Southern Chinese martial arts was threatened by an arrogant, highly skilled northern master. Rising to the occasion, the master delivered a performance of discipline and strength, earning the admiration of Foshan's martial arts community. Then came 1937, and with it, the devastating tide of war. The Japanese invasion swept through Foshan, turning the master's home into an occupying forces headquarters. The life of comfort and artistry he had known was shattered. Forced into poverty, he and his family moved into a rundown home where survival became his only priority. Desperation led him to labor in a coal mine, a far cry from the life he once knew, but one he embraced to protect his loved ones. Amid darkness and despair, his quiet resolve burned brighter than ever. The Japanese general, a ruthless karate master, establishes a sinister arena where Chinese martial artists are forced to fight his soldiers for survival and a mere bag of rice as their prize. Among those coerced into this brutal spectacle is Li Chu, a former police officer turned translator, who presents this grim offer to desperate workers from the local coal mine. At first, Ip refuses to take part, but when his close friend Lin disappears, his resolve shifts. He arrives at the arena only to witness the horrifying execution of Liu, another martial artist, punished for daring to claim his well-earned rice after refusing to fight a second match against 3 karate practitioners. This shocking act reveals Lin's tragic fate. He was killed in an earlier bout. Fueled by a smoldering rage, Ip demands a fight against 10 opponents simultaneously. Despite his self-imposed hiatus from Wing Chun to conserve his family's meager resources, he unleashes his unrelenting skill with ferocious precision, obliterating his adversaries. His unstoppable performance captures the attention of the general, who grows eager to see more of Ip's unmatched talent. Grabbing Liu's bag of rice, Ip ensures it reaches the hands of Liu's mourning family. Back at home, the general's patience wanes. When Ip refuses to return to the arena, the lieutenant, flanked by soldiers, attempts to intimidate him by threatening his wife. Ip swiftly defeats them, then seeks refuge at a cotton mill owned by his old friend, Chow. There, Chow reveals the workers are being terrorized by a notorious gang. Ip takes it upon himself to train them in Wing Chun, empowering them to defend themselves. When the gang attacks, the workers stand their ground, and Ip intervenes mid-battle to face the gang leader, defeating him with a stern warning to never return. In a heartfelt moment, Ip hands Yuan, Lin's brother, a keepsake tin containing Lin's kite, spurring Yuan to abandon the gang. But danger remains. The Japanese, relentless in their pursuit, storm the mill and take the workers hostage. In a bid to protect his family and friends, Ip surrenders himself, arranging for his wife and son to escape to Hong Kong. Ready to face whatever fate awaits him, the Japanese commander offers Ip a chance to live if he agrees to teach martial arts to the soldiers. Without hesitation, Ip rejects the proposal and throws down a bold challenge to the commander, igniting a fight neither can back away from. The commander accepts, driven by his passion for martial arts and the honor at stake. Meanwhile, in the shadows, the scheming Sato threatens Ip with death if he doesn't intentionally lose. In Foshan's bustling square, a crowd gathers as the duel begins. At first, the fighters appear evenly matched, but soon the commander struggles against Ip's flawless defense. Every attempt he makes is met with Ip's precise counterattacks, and the intensity rises. Ip's unrelenting strikes transform the commander into little more than a practice dummy, leaving the crowd breathless. Victory is undeniable. Ip has won. As the defeated commander lies in humiliation, the Chinese spectators erupt in cheers. Amidst the celebration, Ip spots his family in the crowd, their faces a reminder of everything at stake. But then, a gunshot rings out. Sato, enraged by the loss, fires and strikes Ip in the shoulder. Chaos explodes as the crowd clashes with the soldiers. In the mayhem, Sato meets his end, shot by Li Chu using the officer's own weapon. Amid the frenzy, Ip is spirited away. The epilogue shows Ip's triumph against all odds. Escaping to Hong Kong with his family, thanks to the loyal Chow, he begins a new chapter. It's here that Ip opens a Wing Chun school, where eager students, among them a young Bruce Lee, come to learn from the master himself.